Tyson, and I'm your guide to this month's monthly metaphysics overview of April's Water Dragon 2026, the third month of the Fire Horse year. Now, picture this for a moment. A powerful waterfall careening and cascading down a mountain. It's relentless, it's alive, it's unstoppable. This waterfall does not ask for permission. It does not wait for conditions to be perfect before it starts moving. It just moves. And that's the water dragon energy. April is not a passive month. It is a month where we are likely to see momentum returning, and we are likely to see things that were previously stuck begin to move. Where once things felt unclear, we have the chance to gain clarity. Also, know that if you have been avoiding something in your life, anything in your life, this is the month you're going to be asked to face it. April is the final month of our spring wood animals before we transition to the months of fire. So we have the snake of May, the horse of June, and the goat of July. Our three fire animals are coming up. And as we get started, I want to make sure that you can play along a little bit later in this video. I want you to grab your personal Bazi chart so you can play along. You can scan this QR code here if you would like, or if you would rather, you can visit my website, amytyson.com, and click on the free classes in the upper right-hand corner where it says enroll in free courses. You enter your email address, and then you will have access to 3 free courses and the chart generator here. I highly encourage you to take those 3 courses because it comes with a free month of my monthly I Am Club, which meets every single month on the first Wednesday of the month for an hour, all about intuition. Plus, I give you a quick overview of the month and strategic dates during that session. So if you want to play along, grab your chart. Now, let's be real. April may start acting like it has 12 different personalities. And if you've been feeling like you're vibrating at a frequency somewhere between enlightened monk and toaster and bathtub, you are not alone. Kind of this roller coaster that we have going on this year. So let's take a look at the phases of April. We're going to kick things off at the beginning of the month. We had the full moon on April 1st. It was basically a cosmic sticky note to all of us, reminding you to return to core values, core relationships, and your personal truth. The reality right now is the world is getting louder, it's getting faster, and frankly, it's a bit more demanding than a toddler that skips a nap. That's the only metaphor I could come up with, the only one that fit. And moms, you know what I mean. They are inconsolable. That is April. But here's the secret. Your clarity doesn't come from having to keep up with the noise. It comes from grounding in to what is real for you. If it doesn't align with your soul, or at least your sanity, it's probably just static. And that means turn the volume down when it triggers your emotions. If it's something you cannot control or you cannot change, let it go and get back to your life your way. That is the secret to deal with at least the first part of April. It's actually a good life philosophy as well. Phase 2. This comes in around April 13th. Here's a little vibration shift that's going to happen. This energy is going to start building. The pressure is going to be increasing, and suddenly your to-do list looks more like a must-survive list. This is a major turning point, and you're going to be asked to restructure your life consciously, and no reactively screaming into a pillow. That doesn't count as structure, guys. This is about looking at the cracks in your foundation and deciding to fix them before your house starts leaning. Yes, I've been to Pisa, and no, the dragon was not coiled around Pisa. But this is what the dragon energy can do. It can cause pressure for you and your life That's why we want to take a look at our foundation. Are we in relationships that serve us, that believe in us, that trust us? Do we trust them? Are we living our lives in integrity? Are we on script for what we actually came here in this lifetime to experience and to do? And if you've been pulled off script, this is the month to get pulled back onto it and really commit to what it is you came here in this lifetime to accomplish. Now, phase three, this is what we could call the architecture phase. This is when the new moon comes in on April 17th. We hit that sweet spot where intention meets structure. And this is main character's moment of truth, okay? It's the moment of the month of the main character of April. You need to look in the mirror and ask yourself around this time two questions. These are non-negotiable questions. Who are you becoming? Are you liking this 2.0 version of you? And what are you committing to long term? This isn't just about setting goals, it's about building the scaffolding to actually reach those goals. Remember, I shared that 2026 and 2027 are pivotal years. These are fire horse and fire goat years, and we need to start now knowing where we want to go with our lives and making choices that align with actually creating just that. Please do not wait any longer. So, who are you becoming? And do this in front of the mirror. Who are you becoming? What are you committing to for the long term? This is your life. You are to be the main actor or actress of your life. Are you? Who do you want to be? Are you making the changes to become that? It's important that we ask ourselves these questions in April. Then we're going to hit phase four. This is around April 20th, where the energy doesn't just build, it amplifies. We're officially entering the most volatile part of the month. And the truth is, the energy is going to go one of two ways. Number one, pure chaos. Number two, quantum momentum. Your choice. It will turn into chaos or feel like chaos if you are reacting to every spark that triggers you. If everything triggers you, watch out. Number two, quantum momentum is if you meet the month with focus. It's a month of all kinds of things going on. It's about quiet leadership, which I'm going to get into in a minute. So think of April as this massive wave, this massive water dragon coming. It's the ocean water. You either let it tumble you across the sand until you're picking seaweed out of your hair and sand out of you know where. And yes, I've been there. Or you can grab your surfboard and pull yourself into a completely different direction. Your choice. You get to choose. This is where your intention meets structure. So you get to choose how your month is going to shape up. The actual chemistry that is making things feel so intense is water fire clashing. The water of the dragon month and the fire of the horse year. When we talk about actual energetic dynamics, this is where it gets a little bit spicy. On paper, dragon month and horse year look pretty neutral. Dragon and horse don't interact that much. When you add the elements in there, it's like two co-workers who don't really love each other, but they agree to disagree for the sake of a project, right? They can get together, have their differences, come to a conclusion, and actually get the project done. But underneath the surface, we've got massive elemental collisions going on. We have yang water in the month coming face to face with the yang water of the year. So in the world of physics, it creates a combustive high pressure dynamic. It's actually the ocean reflecting and creating the sun at a higher and hotter level that you can't even tell where the ocean ends and the sky begins. All right, so it's amplification of the fire. Then we have the water of the water dragon and the yin fire. So we have yang fire and yin fire this year. Yin fire and the horse forming a combination, which is in itself an interesting combination, but it creates more wood, which then amplifies the fire. So we've got lots of water, lots of wood, lots of fire going on, and we're creating steam. Long story short. Okay, so we've got water and fire. Pretend you have them in the same container. If you don't manage it, it's an explosion. Shows up as you're stressed. You're snapping at even your cat who did nothing to you, and you're overwhelmed. However, if you direct the steam, what do you get? You get power. That's the pressure cooker month. But do not look at the steam as the villain. The pressure is not the villain. Pressure is how you get diamonds. Pressure is how that steam literally powers engines and moves trains and ships. Pressure is the requirement for transformation. So this month isn't challenging you to just deal with it. It's challenging you to rise. Not shrink, not hide under your covers until May, and definitely not to avoid the work, but rather rise. And here's some insider information for you. If you don't follow my yearly update or my summit, the chart for 2026, the BOSI chart governing our year, is bone dry. There's not a drop of water in it. We are severely lacking in water. This is why everybody's just an emotional wreck and everything triggers them. Everybody has a short fuse. So the water in the water dragon is not just a nice to have vibe, it's a necessity. It's a cosmic irrigation that we need to make sure that the fire horse doesn't just burn the whole thing down. It's a cooling system for our internal hard drive. When the pressure ramps up this month, don't panic. Realize that you're being given the fuel to actually move, to actually get unstuck. You've got the fire, now you've got the steam. The question is, where are you steering your life? Now let's talk about the Chiman chart. And we've moved into the southeast quadrant for the month of April. In fact, we'll be here for 2 months, April and May, which is lovely. It is probably the strongest Chiman quadrant of the year, which means we may get a little breather from some of the chaos and craziness of our world. The key configuration this month includes the Heaven Guardian at a level 5, which is wonderful for growth. We have the Grass Star, which is a very entrepreneurial star. It's kind of the scaling star about growth, systems, and expansion. We have the Open Door, which opens minds, opens doors, not just opens them, they are held open for you. And then we have the special formation called Yu Nu, or Jade Maiden watching the door. She's the secret for relationships, influence, and attraction. This is a fantastic quadrant for this year. And on the global scale, we can expect to see some power structure shifting, possible strategic alliances coming together. People aren't going to be winning by going solo this month. They're winning by connecting. So there's a key for you. This shift and this energy influence from the Chiman chart can help relieve some of the gridlock that may have been forming in previous periods with hesitation. So we may see movement in areas that have seemed stuck for some time. So think of what that might mean in our global world if key powers were actually going to make some headway in agreements and discussions. Let's hope so. We'll see, because we have a lot of other things at play underneath, which can be causing citizens of countries to actually turn their protesting into rioting. So let's talk about the hexagram. Hexagram of the month, that was talking about the hexagram of the year and the ruling line this month. But I'm going to just talk to you about hexagram 26, which is the one influencing us in the month of April. Hexagram 26 is called Taming the Power of the Great, or also called Major Restraint. These hexagrams are named many different names. They are still formed the same. This one is Heaven on the bottom. And we've got, sorry, just had a blank. We have Mountain on top of Heaven. So it's about restraint. So the world feels like it's doing 100 miles an hour right now, but this hexagram is telling you to restrain. This isn't about being lazy. It's about storing power. Think of it like with a bow and arrow, you pull back on the bow, and the more you master your skills and strengthen your foundation, the farther you can pull it back and the further you'll fly when you finally do let go. This means don't leak your energy into impulsive nonsense. Control impulse this month. If we dig deeper into it and think about this giving us the job description of April, it would be the potential energy of a coiled spring, the water before the dam, the before picture in a massive success story. This hexagram rewards three things: strategic restraint, knowing when not to move. Number two, resource accumulation. This is building your own war chest, whether that's money, skill, talent, health, whatever is what you need to accumulate to go forward successfully. And then number three, internal alchemy, turning that raw, wild energy into something disciplined and useful, that drive that passion into action. This is a beautiful vibration for anyone who wants to build something that actually lasts. However, it's only wonderful until it turns into pent up tension. Because the shadow side of this hexagram is taming all this power and then having nowhere to put it. It doesn't just disappear, it turns into restlessness. It turns into that feeling that something needs to break through, but it's stuck. If you're not careful, you'll stop being disciplined and start being explosive. So therefore, this month asks us to do three things to keep that energy from turning into the negative. So number one, develop mastery, not fireworks. What does that mean? Don't look for the flashy win. This is a month for training, for research and development, for sharpening your tools. If you're a business owner, think debt reduction and infrastructure, not risky product launch. If you're just someone who is an employee, it means sharpening your skills, not trying to throw someone else under the bus or raising conflict in the office. Number two strategy it asks us to do: practice quiet leadership. In your relationships, choose deep listening over dramatic declarations. Quiet strength is a superpower this month. Loud dominance is a sign that you are losing control of your own energy. So quiet leadership. And then find a constructive pressure valve for this all of these things that you are holding inside. Since the pressure of unexpressed potential is high, you need to channel it. So this is the ultimate month for discipline over desire. Pick up things like maybe Qigong or martial arts or working out or a serious meditation practice. April is teaching us that true power lies in restraint, not force. If you can hold your energy instead of leaking it, you aren't just waiting, you are ripening for the right time, and you can make huge forward momentum in the coming months. Now let's talk about the auxiliary stars that are influencing us this month as well. So if everything else I've been talking about is the movie of the month, these stars are the soundtrack. They set the tone, the mood, the vibe of your daily life. So this month, the playlist could be called High Stakes Harmony. You can see I've got three of the stars highlighted in green and the rest are in black. So we're going to start with the good stuff, the triple threat of support. The 8 seats is your go viral star. It's about visibility and influential connections. Remember I said, if you're going to be out there, don't go quietly. But the word of warning is this: 8 seats is going to amplify who you already are. So if you're a mess, it's going to show everyone you're a mess. If you're focused on substance, it accelerates your success overnight. So stay on socials, but keep everything high quality because it's going to amplify who you already are. The other two we have are Heavenly Relief and Relief God. Think of these as the cosmic insurance policy this month. Good stuff. They are the ones that soften the blow and bring in timely strategic solutions. That's why they're called relief. If you've been banging your head against a wall with a problem lately, the wall might just turn into a door. So take the initiative and step through it, and know that support is going to show up with these two relief stars in their chart. Now for the stars that want to slow you down or asking us to slow down. They are Sky Dog and Blood Knife and Leopard Tail. So Sky Dog and Blood Knife are the health and safety inspectors. They signal the potential for minor injuries, physical strain, or accidents caused by overconfidence or rushing. They are the type that if you are someone that runs with scissors, metaphorically or literally, consider this your sign to stop. Rushing is your enemy this month. These guys can cause some pretty serious accidents or help facilitate these situations where accidents can occur. Our next not so great guy is called Leopard Tail. This one makes you bold and outspoken. That's great if you have a platform to do that on. However, it's dangerous when you're just dealing with family dinner or out at a bar at happy hour with your colleagues. You might accidentally offend someone because you're being too real or keeping it too honest. So lead with integrity, pay attention to what you're saying, and don't lead with volume. And then our final ones here are the ones that deal with your headspace. They are funeral guest, instability, and lonesome star. Now, funeral guest does not actually referring to funerals. It's referring to energy vampires. You're likely to feel a drain from other people's drama. This is a month for you to build a boundary wall around your time and emotional capacity. You do not have to attend every invitation to an argument that you're handed. Build that emotional boundary around your time and energy so that you are not wasting it on someone who has a dramatic thing going on in their life and they want to talk to you all about it. Okay? Set boundaries. Instability and lonesome star. This could give you a little bit of an analysis paralysis or sudden urge to go live in a cave. Instability makes you overthink your choices, while the lonesome star can have us feeling a little bit isolated. Don't fight the isolation. Instead, use it to your advantage. Use this as a really nice self-reflection month and growth month. Just don't get stuck in your head analyzing everything over and over and over again. Make a decision, ground yourself, and move forward. That's what the month is asking us for. So the dragon's advice as it's coming into play in 2026 is this: build foundations. Oh, and grab a pen and write these down and take some notes, because then it feels like to me that this video is worthwhile for you. Or just pretend even. So build foundations. Think long-term, not quick wins. Remember the Pisa crumbling under the great dragon's pressure? This is actually asking us to look at where the cracks are in our life and to heal maybe some emotional things that have happened, heal some past things that have happened, heal the foundation of skills and talents and abilities, resources, time, whatever it happens to be in your book. Strengthen your foundation. Skill up. Invest in your mastery, whatever that means to you. It could be skills you have to learn, or skills that you have to unlearn, or mastering your own emotions. That's a really good skill to master. Expand your circle, meet new people, have exposure to new ideas. That's what that open door in the Chiben Palace is all about, opening yourself up to new ways of thought. And it also means getting rid of or releasing thoughts and patterns that no longer serve you. That leads us into clean house. It doesn't physically mean clean your house like washing your floors and cleaning your toilets, though if you want to come to my house and do that, hey, I'm all for it. This means address the stuff that you've been avoiding. What if you just said, ooh, if I ignore it long enough, it'll go away? No, that's not what Dragon is asking us to do. We need to address the things that you've been avoiding, get them energetically out of our space so that we can move forward fully through the rest of 2026 and into 2027. Stay neutral. You're going to see this on the next slide as well. Stay neutral. When people are being dramatic, be the one who just steps back and watches with popcorn in their hand. Do not get pulled into drama. And this brings us to the things to avoid. Taking sides. Number 2 here, do not let someone else's conflict become your problem. It can be really easy to get distracted and try to help someone with a problem that they have. This is a month to avoid that, please. Also avoid impulse buys or decision. Yes, that includes the Amazon Spring deals. I know how much you're on Amazon or Temu or whatever you're shopping on. Avoid impulse buys and decisions. If it's something you have to make in a split second, I ask you to please stop, pause, step back before you do that. Playing small is another thing to avoid. Remember, the 8 seats is going to amplify. If you're ready to share a message, the world is ready to hear it. You do not need to whisper, you need to play loud. The world is loud, you have to be loud if you want to be heard. And then forcing something. Please avoid forcing anything in the month of April. Don't need it. If a door is locked for you, do not try to kick it down. Check to see if there's a better door. Sometimes when a door stays open or stays closed, it means something else is open. Say to yourself, it's either this or something better. And if it's not this, then you know something better is coming. So April is a super interesting month. It is, bottom line, it's a test of self-mastery. Pressure is here to turn you into a diamond, but you have to stay in the cooker long enough for the magic to happen. Don't resist the pressure that you're going to have. Grow with it. All right, this is your battle plan. We start the month with this intense waterfall energy, relentless, alive, moving. The core theme is harnessing conflict. Don't fight the water versus fire dynamic inside the container. That's just wasting your energy. Instead, direct the steam. Don't let the pressure cooker explode. Let it power your engine to quantum momentum. Ground yourself in what is real. Build your foundation with Hexagram 26. Let the auxiliary stars accelerate your visibility without letting them drain your sanity. And remember, this isn't just a useful month. This is a necessary cosmic irrigation for the long, dry 2026 fire horse year ahead. Prepare for your next level now. This month tests your self-mastery. Remember, don't play small, but rise. Think about how you can rise. What is it that you are wanting to be? And what are you committing to? Now, let's have some fun. Time to play along. So you kind of know what April has in store. So let's see what it has in store, probably maybe for you. Grab your chart that I gave you the access to earlier in this video, and let's see what dragon is bringing in. So, dragon is a graveyard animal. It is the final animal of our spring animals, so it's the last of wood for a little bit. It is it's called a graveyard because it's the last month we're going to see water for a while, because we go into the fire months. The clash animal is the dog. Now you'll notice that this spans actually April 5th through May 4th. And I always think, oh, it's the Star Wars. May the 4th be with you is when we're going to be moving out of April and into May's month of the snake. Clash animal's dog. The harm animal is rabbit. The 6 harmony is rooster. The 3 harmony animals are monkey and rat and dragon. So take a look at your chart. Do you have dog, rabbit, rooster, monkey, or rat? Anywhere in one of these 5 areas, in your luck cycle, your year, your month, your day, or your hour pillar. It looks just like this if you use the chart from my website. Take a look if you have a monkey, a rat, a rooster, a rabbit, or a dog. Then take a look at where they might be located. Are they in the year, in the month, the day, or the hour? I have rabbit in day and hour. So therefore, I'm going to be affected by the harm this month. But I also have monkey in other parts of my chart, so I'm going to enjoy a 3 harmony combination. So take a look at what those animals' locations are likely to be impacting in your life. I know that my rabbit in the day is going to be affecting some of my close personal relationships. So what do I have to be alert to when it comes to that? Because my human action can offset anything that shows up in my Basi chart. I can take a detour around the emotion that is a harm because I know it's there. So let's start with the clash animal. The clash animal with the dragon is the dog. So the dog dragon is a wood metal clash and a fire water clash. It's both. This can show up as chaos. It can show up as emotional turmoil. It could show up as accidents. So therefore we also have heightened accidents with the auxiliary stars. So those of you with dog in your chart, be extra alert on the roads, extra alert to accidents or situations that could cause an impact to the chest. That is what this one could show up as. Your health could also be a little bit rough this month, so pay attention to anything that can actually help boost your immune system, including getting enough rest and eating well. Things that also could be showing up are skin problems, headaches. You could have some changes in your life. Now, I always say, when you have a clash, you typically can see it coming. And one of the best things to do is make some changes yourself so that the change isn't thrust upon you, but rather you are the one that is controlling the change. So if you've been thinking about changing something up, this is a month to do it if you have a dog in your chart. Again, here's where we're looking: luck cycle, year, month, day, and hour for the dog. Now we're going to change over to the rabbit. You can see in this example, there is a rabbit in the day of this chart. See where it says day and where in the gray box it says rabbit. So this individual, if this was your destiny chart, you would say, okay, you've got the harm animal this month. Oh, lucky you. Just like me. This can result in you being less patient. You may already be feeling it, just a little bit less patient than you typically are. Take a look at where it is in your chart and rewind this video to look at, hey, what does that area represent? Is it in my year? Is it in my month? Is it in my day? Is it in my hour? And that will be what people it's influencing that you have less patience with. So be sure you're paying also attention to documentation and documenting things in your life, especially for those of us in the United States, because it's April's tax month. So be sure you have all of your files in order if you have rabbit in your chart. That is the harm's an emotional clash. So rabbits, you need to be watching your emotions this month, speaking less or not speaking until you've had your emotions in check. Otherwise, it can cause you some problems because of the auxiliary stars again. Our sixth harmony is if you have a rooster in your chart. Rooster can also be attributed to the phoenix. So the image I have here is the red phoenix and the dragon. These two are best friends. Rooster and dragon are best friends. When they get together, they form an additional metal element. So if you have rooster in your chart, you are best friends with the dragon, means you have a great month possible of ahead popping out an extra metal element. If you have monkey or rat, or monkey and rat in your chart, you have the three harmony animals, and you will combine with the dragon and potentially create an additional water element. And whatever water is to you is what would be showing up more in your life. Now, when this is a positive combination, and for the sake of this video, we're just going to say, hey, if you have one of the combination animals of rooster, rat, or monkey, you will receive extra support, help, possible good news. It's a good month to get out, expand your connections, to network, to build collaborations, to strengthen relationships. If the resulting element is favorable, it's even better for you. We're not going to worry about if it's negative for you, but just know it's a great month for those of us with monkey, rat, and rooster in our chart to get out and make more connections. Again, here is where you can find your chart. If you didn't get it before you watch this video, you can go to amytyson.com. My name is super easy to spell. It's the word the, followed by the word is, and then an en.com. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you will see Enroll in Free Courses. Click there, add your details. You'll get immediate access to three videos all about you, taking you through your life chart, explaining various facets of who you are, all about your Daymaster, your personal life star, an introduction to your spiritual connection called your Guardian of Destiny. And on that page, you will also have access to the chart generator. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about today is that as we move through the fast-moving fire horse year, my goodness, guys, it's already April, remember that timing changes everything. And if you really want to understand how the energy of 2026 is impacting your personal chart, I have created a fully personalized strategic alignment report for the year. You will provide me with your birth date and time. I will generate your report. It takes me a day or two to get that for you. It's delivered electronically. And then you can meet with me for an hour where we go through it. You can ask questions. I give you lots of extra things that aren't in that report because I feel that if you are investing in me, I want to invest in you too. You can find more about this at the link in the video below this video. I'd love to walk you through your 2026 chart because you know energy moves whether we understand it or not. Strategy is what allows you to move with it. So find out how to secure your report at the link below. You can also get more information at my website, amytyson.com. Please have an aligned dragon month. Keep your emotions in check. Remember to rise, and I will see you in May, the month of the snake. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please give me a like and subscribe, and please forward this video to anyone that you think would enjoy it. Take care. See you in the month of May.